A woman is charged with murder and walks out on a $1 bond. Court is in session. Here's what happened. A Georgia woman is accused of using abortion pills during a second trimester pregnancy. Prosecutors didn't charge illegal abortion. They charged murder. And then something doesn't make sense. A judge let her out on a $1 bond. Not 1,000, not 100,000, $1. So either the system completely broke, or this case isn't what it looks like. The state's argument is simple. Georgia law now treats an unborn child after a detectable heartbeat as a legal person. So if a fetus is a person and someone causes its death, then in theory, that's homicide. And the state will argue this was not a regulated medical procedure. This was outside the system, which means normal criminal law applies. For the defense, this is where it gets much harder for the state, because Georgia already has a specific law for illegal abortion. It's a felony, up to 10 years, and it's aimed mainly at providers, not the patient. So here's the problem. When the law already creates a specific rule of conduct, that tells you how serious the legislature thought it was. And prosecutors don't usually get to just upgrade that to murder. Because if the doctor faces 10 years, why does the patient suddenly face life? That's not just a gap, that's a mismatch. Let's test the state. This was a clear murder case. Why is she out on a $1 bond? Yeah, the bond doesn't decide guilt, but it sure tells you how the system is treating the charge. Because if the law clearly supported murder, this wouldn't look like a borderline case. Judges don't treat strong homicide cases like this, so what are we looking at? A straightforward application of the law, or a theory that hasn't fully been tested yet? Because the case turns on one question. Did the legislature actually make this murder, or are prosecutors trying to turn it into one? Now my ruling. This is exactly the kind of case where the law does not fit the charge cleanly. The specific Georgia statute already regulates this conduct with a far lower penalty. And when the legal framework points one way and the charge goes much further, that matters. A $1 bond doesn't happen in a strong homicide case. So my ruling, this looks less like a clear murder prosecution and more like a test of how far the law can be pushed. This has been Crimes Digest. If you want more cases analyzed this way, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.